brother, let's move away from that and let's go to what happened at the House of Assembly yesterday. They locked the governor outside. From what I heard, I heard they were having a plenary inside. On hearing that the governor is coming, they locked the gates.
Is that information accurate and is it verifiable that they were having?
Allegedly, they were having a plenary inside, and they locked the governor outside. We'll show the video and we'll show the video.
We actually need to get the facts straight.
Open up, so get the building, get the place and the building. Open up. No go.
Elema, let the commission in please.
Bro.
There are no security men.
Nobody to open the gate.
Bro.
Let me take, Rogers. Microphone.
Where is the microphone?
Microphone. We should just carry the
other side.
At this point, you can go like hold this. You can go. Help you hold this. All right, let's go. Okay.
Members of to comply with the Supreme Court judgment. Before my arrival, there's several attempts by a phone call to reach the Speaker and other members. I also did a letter personally which was transmitted to the Honorable Speaker for this particular invitation. But it's unfortunate that at the gate, you can see that the place is completely sealed and there's no sign that anything is going to happen today. The reason why we're doing this, I've always said it, is the interests of our people, which is the most important thing. Well, I don't think there's anything to worry about. Maybe they are working on their letter. I expect to hear from them maybe after this hour.
But what we can say for certain is that, according to the reports, is that the governor did not have access. That's what we can say for certain, is that he did not have access to the members of the House of Assembly session, and he was unable. So whether they were on seat or they were not on seat is debatable, depending on the news source and the authenticity of such claims. But what we can say is that the governor was unable to present his bill. A sitting governor denied access. But what is even happening in this country, sir? Even His Excellency Governor Fubara Restricted, with all due respect, you are the custodian of the people's house. That assembly quarters is the people's house. The people have a right to access it. The people have a right to have their voices heard. If the budget represents the aspirations, the goals, the plans, the visions of a particular people or the people of River State for a year, they have a right, as the custodian, you have a right to go on behalf of the people, as a friend of the people, to present it to the same people. And if you understand me, and they don't have a choice but to accept you. So for there to be a fracas or an encumbrance, where has it been heard in the history of our democracy that we all cherish in this country, and that and a lot of people have fought so hard and paid the price to protect in this country? Where has it been said that a sitting governor or a sitting president has been denied access? My brother, what is going on here?
I don't know what's
The governor needs to put his house in order.
In order. And he has to man up and tell the boy, I'm in charge.
He needs to sit up.
He needs to sit up.
It's not by wish. You can't wish
the
this away.
way the governor handles issues, like, okay, whatever God does, I will follow. God has given us the power.
Yes.
But then again, if he feels his powers don't cover those areas that the House of Assembly members are doing, like I mean, like locking the door. If he feels he doesn't have the what's it called? If he doesn't have the power to open the gate, then so be it. But then again, I would say the governor should man up. So today the House of Assembly.
No, but it is, before you go to that, it is very critical that we lay emphasis or we highlight this incident, because he did not just go to the house of these 27 lawmakers who willingly, or just he was compelled to do so by the Supreme Court. We have to highlight this thing. Yes. Because this is a process of implementing the Supreme Court judgment that said he has to represent the budget to the House of Assembly in order to be entitled to receive from the Federation account. So you can't tell me that the same faction that have been fighting for or have been asking the governor to come and present the budget to them will say they don't want to receive the governor. It's unheard of anyway. So, but this drama, most people have alleged that it was staged. I was on my way yesterday. I was in a vehicle, and the persons in the bus, I actually heard the news over the radio. Someone was listening to news over the remote. Most people do. They are not natural touch, and it was like this news, and the people are like, "Oh no, this is staged now." They are consoling themselves. Oh no, they can't deny him. Govt Fubara wants it to look as if he's doing it so that when anything will happen, may happen. He wants it to look as if he's trying to comply with the Supreme Court. My brother, what happened is what happened. Because whatever thing you can impugn or you can allege is different from what we all saw glaring there. Yes, which is that he was denied access, he was bounced, he was rebuffed, he was rejected, he was tossed out of the people's house. It is a shameful thing, my brother. It is very shameful. And on the other hand, I want to use this opportunity also to draw the attention of the lawmakers. In this instance, you people have all said that you people have given us the impression that you people are fighting for the interest of River State. So for the interest of River State, irrespective of the fact that he invited them, he sent a letter and they set in the procedures and everything. I believe it's time to put the interest of the people of this state above our personal interest and our personal gain. So if you should recall that the projects are being stalled by this development, this Supreme Court judgment. Salaries might be in threat. Salary might not be paid. So they should put the interest of the state by giving the governor the opportunity to present the budget. The governor is not to do social media this thing. Is to come out and say, okay, I want to go and present the budget. When will be open? If they are not open, you say this is the day I'm coming to present the budget. Make your case to the people on the 25th or 27th. I'm coming. Not you give them send message on WhatsApp.
No, but the governor said he called them.
Yes,
he called the
according to the
honorable speaker and called a couple of other persons.
The reports I've heard, but the time might not have been sufficient. I'm talking about a week's notice, 2 weeks notice, whereby there's no way on earth they all have media aid that they can say that they have not seen it. Give notice, and this is I'm coming on this day to present the budget.
But they're gonna call them directly. Not as if you sent them.
There might not be. There's no time now. You are the one that said they were in session and they bounced them. But the reports, you cannot verify whether they're in session or they're not sitting. The report that say that they did not have the proper notice. That's the governor. So you have to give them a specific time. This is the date in front of the entire world to be aware that on this day the governor is coming to present this budget to you. Then let it be left for them. They put the ball in their court. But let it be left for them.
Isn't that why the governor wrote a letter to them first? That said, he wrote a letter there and said
how many hours notice before he moved to the assembly comes? How many hours notice?
The budget, the finance of River State will be held by CBN because of this thing. Don't you think we should all?
How many? Okay, now you're acting fast. What did he lead to? You're acting fast. Irrespective of the fact that you want to act fast, or you might. The nation is not a nation. We are not governed by emotions. We are governed by the rule of law. That is what the president said, that he cannot be president when he hosted had a discussion with the Niger Delta leaders. He said He cannot be president except for the rule of law. So we have to obey the rule of law. In as much as we want to, we might switch emotions and drama and this. It doesn't negate the fact that due process has to be followed. We are a nation of rule of law. So in order for us to carry out our functions, irrespective of the necessity, irrespective of the hasty nature of the matter, because that day he was denied access because there was not enough time for the proper notification or whatever reason he was rejected. As the nation, is the River State, have they not still suffered? Have the salaries been paid? Has the Supreme Court released the funds? No. So why not still give them this notice? Give them the advance notice. It's still to that end. So when that's what doing well. So
what you're suggesting now is the governor should give them
take his
another
case.
notice.
He should take his case to the people.
Which people are you talking about?
Irreversible.
He has taken the case to us. That's why he made a video that's circulating
He made a video.
Yes.
After they had bounced him.
Yes. That's the case.
You cannot make your case after you ignore the people and you went somewhere. And after they bounced you, you're not reporting to kind of people. No, before you go with the people. That's what I'm saying.
So what do you mean?
We are looking at the way forward, right?
Yes,
now.
we are looking at the way forward.
And the way forward, in my opinion, is for the governor to take his case directly to the people by giving the House of Assembly members advance notice, enough time that even a blind man, a deaf man, or a man in the cave, or a man in the hospital bed would have heard that the governor is coming. So in that way, there's no excuse, because right now they have so many reasons. They can say there's no accurate time. In my humble opinion, the solution to this problem, because we can't continue as a people or as youth to always cry foul, always talk about the problem without offering positive solution. Not making common sense, because when you make common sense in this country, you end up making a fool of yourself. The system will prove to you that your sense is not common, or the sense can cause you to be common. Yes. So we are not talking about common sense. We are not making common sense. We are offering possible solutions, of which you can review it, you can act on it, because you don't have a better plea. What do I mean by take your case to the people? Yes, give them adequate time and notice. Come out on national television. You have a River State television. Come out and make your case and say, I have decided to implement the Supreme Court judgment to the fullest. And in order to do that, I have to present the budget, because my people are not at risk of not being paid salaries. My people are at risk of losing medical services. My people are at risk of losing legitimate services and entitlement that they are entitled to as citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that contribute a substantial quota to the resources and GDP of this nation. So you say, I'm coming on this on social dates, and I would like House of Assembly to be available on that day, or to hold a session that day to receive it. Then I would like the people of River State to come with me to present this budget. Call on the entire state, on the leaders of the state, call on the people. Get everybody from whatever local Asari Toro, Akuku Toro, Degema, Buguma, Abonima, LM, everywhere. Come on that day. You go to the house, to the people's house, because it's the house of people, and you present your budget in the full view of the world. You have given the algorithm is 2 weeks. So within that 2 weeks, after making that such announcement on national TV, all the media outlets will run with it. Listen, you have access to press, you have access to information. So for God's sake, use this information. Listen, they will have no choice but to be informed. So they cannot give us any excuse that on that day they are aware that the governor is coming on that day, because their constituents will call them on the phone. Their constituent office will be flooded. Be available to receive this budget. Inspire the people to reach out to their congressmen, to reach out to the people and say, come and receive the budget, because we want to be paid our salaries. That is my own humble opinion.
Thank you, my brother. I think you've done justice to that.
If he's rejected, so be it. But he has done it. He has tried to follow the process and giving them adequate time to be a part of this process.
Thank you. I think you've done justice to this topic.